The investigation continues this morning into the death of a black man in Mississippi found hanging from a tree. Good morning, I'm Miranda Khan, and this story tops your Newsmax Now update. The victim, 54-year-old Otis Bird, has been missing since earlier this month. The local sheriff, Marvin Lewis, says Bird did spend time in prison in connection with the murder 35 years ago.
Now, there's nothing that's saying that that crime in 1981 had anything to do with what happened in 2015.
Bird's body was found hanging by a bed sheet not far from his home. It has been a somber Independence Day in Tunisia, just days after the deadly terror attack that killed 21 people in a Tunisian museum. Security officials now say 2 gunmen who carried out that attack trained in Libya. ISIS has claimed responsibility. And in Yemen, at least 46 people have been killed in bombings at 2 mosques. Hundreds more are hurt in the capital. Both mosques are home to supporters of the Shia group, which has seized control of the government there. No claims of responsibility yet, but Al-Qaeda has carried out very similar attacks. Questions continue to be raised about the arrest of a University of Virginia student this week that left him bloody. Martise Johnson was arrested just off the UVA campus on Wednesday. The school's president says she wants to know if agents from Virginia's Alcoholic Beverage Control Agency even have the authority to arrest someone. Another school official says he talked with Johnson that night and says the student was not drunk. The World Health Organization apparently delayed calling the Ebola outbreak in West Africa an emergency for several months. Emails obtained by the Associated Press show, despite calls for help, the WHO held off on the emergency declaration. It says it did it out of concerns for the economies of West African countries and because it didn't want to interfere with Muslim pilgrimages. The UN's top Ebola expert is Dr. Bruce Aylward.
We declared it earlier. It's very, very difficult to say whether or not perceptions would have been different, how it would have affected the response.
But many critics say the delay may have cost lives. A U.S. border agent in Washington state has shot and killed a man suspected of crossing the Canadian border illegally. The agent opened fire yesterday after the man reportedly attacked him. The officer was not seriously hurt. And Amazon is getting permission to test delivery drones. The FAA has issued a certificate that allows Amazon to start running outdoor tests on its prototype drone design. Amazon's only allowed to run the test on private land. That was your very latest Newsmax Now update. More coming your way in 30 minutes.